Everybody, Christian Grest here. So it's been over a year since I've received my Sig M17 9mm pistol. So as everybody knows, this is the one that the military is now using. And shortly after I got this pistol, I did a comparison video between the M17 and one of the other favorites to win the military contract, which was the Glock 19X. Of course, we never, as civilians, we never received the exact military spec 19X that Glock submitted. However, you know, we got close enough, which is basically the 19X minus the safety. So anyways, figured, you know, since it's been over a year and I've had a lot more rounds through both of these pistols, that would be a good time to go through and do kind of a, well, do I still feel the same way I did, you know, a year ago when I compared these? So at the time, if you watched my previous video, you know, I favored the Glock a little bit better for some reasons, but do I still feel the same way? So anyways, let's go ahead and get started, and let's find out what my thoughts are today. Okay, so what are my thoughts on the M17 versus the Glock 19X? So a year ago, I kind of favored the Glock 19X over the M17 just because it seemed to fit me a little bit better. However, I've shot both pistols for, you know, a year here. The Glock 19X actually I had a little bit longer, and you know, do I still feel the same way? You know, I gotta be honest, I think I've changed my mind just a tad bit, and here's why. So the military, when they were looking for a new sidearm, they kind of wanted the modularity, and you know, the M17 here, which is the full version or long version, however you want to call it, you know, it's nice, but then they came out with the M18, which is a shortened version. So, and then with the different grip modules to fit your hand, you know, and then the optics plate here, you know, they both shoot really good. They're very fine pistols. I'm not really a fan of the thumb safety on the M17, M18. However, when you look at the whole package of what this pistol comes with when compared to the Glock 19X, you know, it's the Glock 19X really doesn't fit the mold per se. for what the military was looking for. It is an awesome pistol. I love it. It's actually, I like it on a personal level, I think a little better than the M17. However, you know, if you look at what the military was going for, adaptability, you know, looking for, you know, a pistol that they can custom tailor to different functions, different people, different size hands, different abilities, different roles. I think the military chose wisely by going with the M17 here. So I do still feel that the grip models are a little, you know, kind of cheap as far as the plastic's concerned. However, they're only like $40. So if you do happen to crack one, replacing it's not a big deal. You know, if you crack the frame on the or the grip on the Glock 19X, you know, you're going to be out some money. You basically have to buy a new pistol or make do with what you got. So I hope at some point to get a loophole delta point to mount on here, because I really would like to see how this thing handles with a red dot on it. As far as shootability, you know, I still shoot the 19X a tad bit better. However, I've gotten used to the M17 and how it fits my hand, and you know, how it shoots. I mean, I have to make sure I get pretty high up on the grip to get it to shoot good for me. And the trigger, actually with some, you know, with some rounds through it, you know, has really smoothed out for me. Initially I was having, it was a little kind of stagey for me, but it's gotten quite a bit better. So I will say that you know, if you're looking at either one of these pistols, you know, they're both very valid options. You know, I like both of them a lot. The trigger is definitely nicer on the M17 as opposed to the 19X, but you know, you can't go wrong with either one. You know, for personal preference, I still kind of like the 19X a little bit. However, you know, it's really close. The M17 shoots nice. It fits my hand good. It's got nice features to it. You know, if I want to add a red dot to my Glock, I gotta go spend a shit ton of money. However, on this one, it already has the optics cut on it. Price wise, they're pretty comparable price. You know, I'd like to maybe get the shorter M18 at some point. But yeah, so that's my thoughts. You know, I know this has been a hotly debated topic. You know, a lot of the folks that love Glock, they were pretty pissed off when they didn't, you know, win the contract for the new sidearm in the military. You know, it is what it is. I think in the end, the military made the right choice by going with the Sig. You know, initially I was kind of more on the Glock side there. But you know, the Sig so far seems to be doing really well. Matter of fact, they had some M17s from the military that Sig was recently selling, which is kind of cool because, you know, they were actually used by the military, and folks can, you know, pick those things up. They're a little bit more expensive than the, you know, the civilian version here, but yeah. So really cool sidearm. I hope to have it a long time, and you know. Still would like to get some more of the other trial firearms, you know, like the Beretta or you know, from FN or whatnot, Smith & Wesson. But yeah, I think the military did a good job picking this one, and so yeah, that's about it. So if you have any comments or anything you would like to add, since, you know, this has been in service for a little while now, a year or so, you know, please add it down below. And yeah, appreciate y'all watching and coming along and seeing my update video. I've been thinking about doing this update video for a little while, so you know, sorry, a little late getting to it, but yeah, so appreciate everybody watching, and hope y'all have a good one. Take care.